JH Sports and Entertainment.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Still doing more videos, still keeping on it, keeping on top of boxing. And I decided to make this video, this Deontay Wilder video. The reason is because I was listening to somebody else's video, again, no names, but a British guy, fellow Brit, he mentioned this. He said specifically that people give the likes of Tyson Fury a difficult time with everything that's been going on, Glovegate, whatever, all that kind of stuff, yeah. And they give obviously the Billy Joe Saunders situation with what's been going on with him. We all know about that too. And what he said is that other boxers that they kind of, I guess, the LDBC get behind, or the likes of Wilder and Errol Spence and those guys, say that they don't get a hard time when they do something wrong, bringing up specifically some stuff in the past of Wilder being caught with weed or something along those lines, and some domestic situation. But what I want to say is that I like Wilder. I like Deontay. I think he seems, I don't know him, obviously. I don't know him, but he seems a nice man, a nice guy. He does seem that he seems genuine and seems like he has time for everybody. That's what I get from him every time I hear an interview, or when I see him out there somewhere. Even when he came to Ireland that time, and he's a likable guy. I think so. Anyway, I like Deontay for sure. But he has said some controversial things and some things that I do not agree with whatsoever. Now, when he said about that he wants to get a body on his record, remember that? He wants to get a body on his record, right? Now, me personally, I think that's a terrible thing to say in any context, whether it's, even if it was a joke, like, I want a body on my record, it's something that he should never have said, So like I say, that's the only thing I'm gonna get on him about, is that he should never have came out and said that. He should never have said that he wanted to get a body on his record, I mean, boxers and athletes and really have came out with, sometimes say controversial things and say things they shouldn't, and it can be taken out of context. It definitely can. But I just don't think he should have ever said that. He shouldn't. I remember when I first heard that, and I was like, that is really, because in the sport of boxing, yeah. In the sport of boxing, people do die, and they have died, and they will die. I'm sure somebody else will, and you never know who that may be. But I've mentioned this before too. It is a dangerous sport, one of the most, if not the most dangerous sport in the world. So you shouldn't really say stuff like that. You shouldn't really, in any kind of context, come out and say something like that. So I would get on him for that. But everything, like I say, that I think Wilder, his character and everything like that, and family man, and all that kind of stuff, just like me, is a stand-up guy, a nice guy. But people are, listen, not just the LDBC, but people are upset that he might have, did he get robbed? Did he get robbed in the fights? Did Wilder, was Glovegate what we think we've seen? And I've certainly looked at it, and was that legit? Was that legit? Was he robbed? And the guy I'm talking about's channel, I won't say his name. I'm not going to put his name in it, but he kind of, you guys probably know who I'm talking about when I mention this, but he backs all the Brits. He backs. He never says a bad word about Joshua or Fury, or and he really backs the Brits. But doesn't seem to like Wilder which is fair enough. He makes some good points. He says he's a one-trick pony. Like I say, I think he's a bit better than that, but I understand what he means by that, a one-trick pony. He has that right hand, and he doesn't have a lot of other things in his arsenal. So I do agree with that. I do agree with him on that. But I just think that we have to, if this is, I know this happened that he made was a long time ago now. He's never said anything since then, but I think that athletes and boxers should be very careful what they say, because we do listen, and people do listen, and it's a dangerous sport, and you've got to be careful. You have to be careful what you say. So I think that we do get on. Certainly, since I've got this channel going now, right? If I hear something or say something that I don't agree with, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you're an American fighter, British fighter, Chinese fighter, wherever, could be anywhere in the world. But you know, I'll certainly get on you if you say something or something that I don't agree. If there is something that I don't agree with, I will voice my opinion for sure. I definitely will. I definitely will. So yeah, again, we just sitting waiting for boxing. We're waiting for fights again, and now I'm hearing as well about possibly that they're talking about this is Fury's team maybe talking about that Wilder should take some step aside money so the unification fight between Fury and Joshua could go ahead. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen, but we want these fights again. We want these fights. I'm one of these people that wants to see the third fight between Fury and Wilder. I want to see that, and you know, I'm intrigued to see what will happen because the first two fights were very different. Each one was very different. But I'm excited for Fury and Joshua too. I'm just as excited. You know, the heavyweights are really, really popping right now. You know, they're red hot. You know, red hot is the heavyweight division. So what's next? What's next? Which fight? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? You know, the dates are changing all the time, and I understand listen, it's nobody's fault. This thing we're dealing with right now. I never mentioned its name, but the thing that you know what we're all dealing with right now is serious, and everything is on the back burner. Everything's taking a back seat. There's no NBA, no NFL, no. I'm missing tennis, everything, all the sports that I live for sport. Me personally, you know. I live for sport, and I know a lot of you guys do. That's the whole point of me starting this channel, because I live for this shit. I love it, you know. I love it and miss it daily. But all we can do is talk about it, right? I've just got it. Like I said, if you're new to, you know, you just found this channel or whatever, please subscribe. You know, I'm looking to build this channel as much as possible. Looking to, you know, because I really do enjoy doing this, and I have knowledge. You know, I've been watching boxing for many years, you know, for decades now. I mean, I'm still young, but I've been watching boxing for decades, literally decades at this point. And I do know my stuff, you know, I know my sport, and so a lot of you guys do too, you know. A lot of these, I'm a fan of a lot of different channels and a lot of different people who are great at this YouTube game, you know. I just, you know, so please subscribe if you're new, and let's discuss the fights more, you know. But yeah, so Wilder, I mean, Wilder is, I still think, like I say, the record he's got is tremendous, you know, tremendous. One loss, that's all he has. One loss, that's it. That's it. Everybody else, apart from Fury, knocked out, spark out, smooth out, you know. So he gets all the credit in the world from me. I'm looking forward to seeing him back, seeing what else he can do, seeing who else he can challenge and beat, and can he get a belt back? Can he get one of those straps? You know, he's definitely capable, dangerous, the most dangerous fighter in boxing, probably, the most in world boxing. He probably is, right? I'd agree with that. Just thinking about that now, I'd agree with that. But like I say, we must get on boxers regardless of who they are, where they're from. If they say something or we don't agree with something controversial or something that, you know, that offends a lot of people or whatever the case might be, then we need to hold them accountable for that. But like I say, this was said a long time ago. I'm just bringing up a point really as I make these videos, you know. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one.